Let's start a first physical property of metal and non-metal, that is state. We know that there are three states of matter, usually solid, liquid and gaseous. Metals are solid in state. For example, zinc metal, iron metal, sodium, potassium, all are solid. But there is one metal which is liquid at room temperature, and that is mercury. So mercury is an exception in all metals. And on the other side, non-metals are solid and gaseous in state. For example, solid non-metals are carbon, iodine, and on the other side gaseous are nitrogen, oxygen gas. There is one non-metal which is liquid at room temperature, that is bromine. So exceptions are very important from the exam point of view. Our second physical property is hardness. Usually metals are hard in nature except sodium, lithium and potassium, which are soft and can be cut with a knife. On the other side, non-metals are soft in nature except diamond. We know diamond is the hardest substance on the nature. Our third point is luster. Now what is the meaning of luster? Luster means shiny surface. The metals have usually shining surface, so metals are lustrous in nature. On the other side, non-metals have dull surface, so non-metals are non-lustrous in nature. But there is one exception, that is iodine. Iodine is lustrous in nature. Our fourth point is density. Now what is density? Let it understand with an example. Take a 1 kg iron piece and 1 kg cotton. Which is more heavier? Yes, you say 1 kg iron piece is more heavier, but see the weight. Both are 1 kg, so both have equal weight. So which property differentiate iron piece and cotton? That is volume. See the formula of density. Density is equals to mass per unit volume. Here iron piece have less volume. Less volume means there is inverse relation to density, so density is high. On the other side, cotton have high volume in 1 kg. So volume is more, so density is less. It means if for the same mass, if volume is less, then density is more, and if volume is more, then density is less. Now coming to the point, metals have high density except sodium, lithium and potassium, and on the other side, non-metals have usually low density. Our fifth point is sonorous. Now what is the meaning of sonorous? When a metal is striking with the hard surface, a sound is produced. So metals are sonorous in nature, but on the other side it is not produced in the non-metals, so non-metals are non-sonorous in nature. Our sixth physical property is melting and boiling point. So what is the melting and boiling point meaning? Melting point is a point of temperature at which solid convert into liquid. For example, for water, ice is converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. And what is boiling point? Boiling point is a temperature point at which a liquid is converted into gas. For water, this is 100 degrees Celsius. Now in metals, metals have usually high melting and boiling point, and on the other side, non-metals have usually low melting and boiling point. Our seventh point is conduction of heat and electricity. Now what is the meaning of conduction? If we give heat at one part of the object, it will automatically transfer from hotter part to colder part, that is other part, by transferring of heat, and this is called conduction. This is same with the electricity. So metals are usually good conductors. The examples of best conductors are called silver and copper, where poor conductors are mercury and lead. On the other side, non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity except graphite. Our eighth property is malleability. So what is the meaning of malleability? Let it understand with an example. We use aluminium foil for food packaging. How aluminium foil is made? There is a big block of aluminium. We start hammering the aluminium metal. After hammering, we get a foil which we used daily. So the property shown by the aluminium metal is called malleability. So metals are malleable in nature. On the other side, non-metals are non-malleable and brittle in nature. Now what is the brittleness? Take the same hammering with the glass. If we start hammering the glass breaks down into small pieces. So this is the property of brittleness. Our ninth property is ductility. So what is the meaning of ductility? Same as malleability, we have a property ductility. In malleability, we convert the metal into thin sheets. In the ductility, we convert the metal into thin wires. All the wires you will see around us is made from this property of metal. So metals are usually ductile in nature and non-metals are usually non-ductile in nature. Our 10th point is nature of oxide. Usually metal oxides are basic in nature and non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. How we will check whether the oxides are basic or acidic? We will check this with the litmus. Metal oxide convert red litmus into blue and non-metal oxide convert blue litmus into red. Here are the summarized points of metal and non-metals physical properties. Note these points.